Check, check, check. Test, test, test. Hello. 5:58 p.m. This is 3 Minute Radio. We're doing an afternoon tonight backstage show for maybe a little over an hour or more. And I'm going to pull up the different things we're doing, getting organized. Tired this evening. Want to do some coding stuff, some web dev stuff. I'm going to participate in the Pirate Jam game jam and do some game dev stuff. So it's a little bit a part of the Backstage 3 Minute Radio show. We are live on the 3 Minute Radio channel as well. Speaking of, I am grabbing an alternate pair of headphones so I can stand up. This one has a longer cord on it, and going to be rearranging the office studio here over the next day, and really having an ideal setup where I could stand up and sit, and with easily being able to move and adjust microphone, find out all the little quirks we would like to work out and improve on along the way. So now I can monitor the stream from the stream that's going to the stream to the 3 Minute Radio channel. And it appears that I don't have headphone output. And it would help if I had turned the volume up on the headphone output. Okay, so the stream on that output does cut in and out, but it may be the machine itself lagging a little bit, not the stream itself. I'm just going to leave that off to the side for now. Good to me. I'll be doing cameras on both my scenes here for backstage shows. That one, if I switch to this display, we have camera there. What's up? Can take this earbud out. Mike's out there doing some late night work as well, and may or may not be joining us for some afternoon tonight. So let me get myself organized here. I did make this nice generated Backstage afternoon tonight 3 Minute Radio picture here. Posted it on the Twitters, 3 Minute Radio at 3 Minute Radio Twitter. I have my code editor here. We're listening to royalty-free synthwave. We have our Obsidian doc here. This is from a prior doc doing live code stuff for applications on stream. There's something I called Scene Lab, where I started building out this browser-based video /scene for video tools and effects to stream to OBS as a window or application source. In other words, users can do their video scene in the browser and apply effects, other cool stuff via CSS, WebGL. That's the big one for me. SVG and other effects, make API calls, etc., right from a browser window scene, instead of doing all those little things in OBS individually. And this is something I'm building out specifically for use with 3 Minute Radio, but also hopefully to share with others who might find it useful. In the past, I've started some game jams and have like halfway to 3/4 done or just started little projects that I just have a list of here. Again, this applications on stream. None of these are serious projects I've committed to, but I have the Shape Up game, the Hacking Hermit Crabs game, Syntax Blast, which I really want to revisit. Pizza Kingdom is a game idea that I want to do in Phaser.js. And for game jams and stuff, I do want to start. I want to learn Phaser well enough to jump into a game jam and just be able to rock out a prototype. And then with Kotlin and JS real-time, with Kotlin, and along with JavaScript real-time distributed within Kotlin, you can build a JavaScript project and like embed it within a Kotlin native program. I have this program called RIT, and that is like real-time distributed crazy Git idea. Then Kotlin dev in general, HTMLY. I am the CEO of HTMLY. That is a concept and idea that's been bouncing around in my head for like 6 months to a year, based upon some things around synchronized SQLite data over server sent events to connect clients. Yeah, right here, started initial work a year ago as a Crystal SSE server. Decided that it's more of a spec / idea where anyone can implement HTMLY. I think I do want to, like, I still have it in, there's so many tools out there. I still have it in my head that I want to build this, like, these, you know, stream and media server type things, like over within, you know, that does networking and broadcasting in Crystal, the Crystal programming language. It's like still in my head. So with 3MR and like these different ideas, they're going to come together in one way or another at certain points. Then we go on, you know, OBS dev itself, Linux desktop stuff, and then Minix stuff, Minix 3 stuff I've gotten interested in. Just kind of a dead project, but really interesting stuff for, I know I've said stuff a bunch, but interesting project for study of operating systems and low-level systems programming things, similar to the Linux programming environment, but different. So I do want to make a new document here under 3MR. New note is 3MR notes and to-dos. I actually do have this up over here. I already have a document. Streaming 3MR work notes and logs. So one thing I know is, you know, build out our social channels and things more, and do more. We have a GitHub account for doing tech related things, which is we'll have a website at 3minuteradio.github.io, and then close the sidebar, and then I can't zoom this anymore, can I? I can always do these with a ... the H2 markdown, home ... And can you do a dash? Of course you can do a dash. Home ... So afternoon tonight, we want to revisit Scene Lab. DivJot stuff. DivJot is the awesomest live plain web editor ever made. I made it a long time ago, almost 13, 14, 15 years ago. It's evolved over that time. And I want to I haven't made changes in a long time, and I want to add quite a lot while keeping it simplicity. And for example, this scene here, is this is DivJot, and this is on top. This is all in one HTML file, and it's just running this animation, these stars and things, and I'm doing the 3-minute radio background and different things within there. And I'm going to be just like, I'm going to have a repository that's like backdrops and scenes, GitHub repository that just has this different code in there so I can drop them in and out. And then in Scene Lab is more of a general purpose tool, but like the 3-minute radio Scene Lab that we'll use is going to have things like a soundboard and all of our, like for the Morning Squirrel, have our different segments, and I'll have a bunch of controls and things in it. So one thing that I can start doing that I kind of want to have for tomorrow is the Scene Lab thing where you have our scene up and we do, like if I just drop a new 3-minute radio tab in here, and sorry, huge bright screen, change this to dark, body, background color, the awesomely plain live web editor, 333, back around, spell background. It has no syntax highlighting. I've gone to add it and just didn't follow through. So I can make this DivJot transparent or bright, light mode, dark mode. I can hide the different HTML, CSS, or JavaScript editors. There's a run or there's an export button for exporting it all to a page. I can I haven't tested this in years. I can import import JS and CSS file resources. Links are appended to the document head, or like here. So if I want to have Phaser JS, I can pop their CDN link in here and it should work. And so I'm going to be using this to work on and live code and make incremental changes to the Game Jam. So speaking of Game Jam, today is day 1. I should have this on the hashtags and all the things for the stream details and things, but did out social control channels and more, gone over that. So today, DivJot's kind of a given, and then like revisit Scene Lab, but the big one is the Game Jam. And I have my idea, and what I want to do, we're going to follow the guide, is the first thing is a game design document. And I'm going to keep it very simple, straightforward. I have to pull up the description that I texted earlier when thinking about it. The theme is only one, and it was very exciting vote today on Pirate Software Stream, where only one won by only one vote, as like 1,066 to 1,065. It's pretty awesome. So that said, there is the game design document. Let me switch another browser and grab this URL. There's a template that can be used. jam.pirate. Submission's due in 13 days, 14 hours. Submit your project. And while I'm here, I'm going to check Twitch. I am under, software game development channel. Just making sure I switched it from talk shows and radio. And I need to make sure this is muted. Yes. Okay. So what is the Game Jam? There's all this. Yes, you do. This will be the first Game Jam I've done where I'm going to actually follow through with my submission. 2 weeks. Excited about it. So, game design document. This is, the Google Doc. Oh, it's so bright. So can you just download this thing? And oh, this is like, is there a template though that's different than this? Oh, this is kind of, yeah, they have their assignments and all this. I'm going to start with this table of contents. Is that the whole game experience development timeline? Yeah, introduction to there. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab all of this, copy. I'll just bookmark. I have that bookmarked for myself. I'm going to jump into over here, jump to Obsidian. Hey, Lisa Jean, 512. How are you today? Doing well? It's very stormy where I'm at. And I'm switching to find Obsidian wherever I put it. Here we are. So I have some quick 3-minute radio notes on things I want to revisit, but I do want to do this game development document or design document and get down my idea in writing. It just all kind of came to me and I'm excited about it. Super goofy. It's going to be an idle game. There's more I want to say about with 3-minute radio work notes and log. But between these different applications like the Scene Lab stuff, doing browser work and doing audio controls and effects, visual effects in the browser for 3-minute radio, that's going to come together with some of this other live server stuff. But so Pirate Jam 17, let's have an empty document here. I'm going to put GDD and I'm going to paste all that stuff. So my game name, I'm excited about it. It has to do not furries, particular with people like that type of furry, but let me make sure I get the Cow Furry Onesie Factory. Cow, I want to do something super goofy and fun. Cow Furry Onesie. I don't know if that's how you spell onesie or not. Cow Furry Onesie Factory. And then this is by Haxer492. I could put, we are merging these 3-minute radio accounts in a way. I could put, 3MR Studios, but by Haxer492 2025 for the 2025 Pirate Jam 17. So introduction, game summary, inspiration. So all these concepts, I'm not going to go through one by one and do this. I'm going to have to do the game jam document while starting some initial development things, because I will spend forever just doing this document. It is a factory sim game that makes cow onesies. Okay, simple as that. But a factory sim game that makes cow onesies. Now, in the story, there is already a backstory here. There's a market in this game. And that story is, I'm reading it from my cell phone that I had typed in, is so cow pattern pajama onesies swept the nation. Hold on. Cow pattern pajama onesies. I can't hold my phone and then type pajama onesies. I texted it to a friend of mine onesies. Lisa Jean, if you're still there, how are you? Cow pattern pajama onesie. Swept the nation when hip hop artist Onesie swept the nation when hip hop artist Onesie only one is the theme of the game jam, was wearing a designer made cow onesie in their latest music video. Or we'll just say wore a cow pattern pajama onesie in their latest music video. Oh, and there's going to be a song of the video and everything in the game. In his song Be One With Thee, in his latest hit song Be One With Thee. And that's basically it. So you have this. Let me find I don't want to do a drawing right on here, but I want to have, it's a top down. So the style is like the genre. It's a top down view. It's an auto clicker type game. And so you're going to have things like, it's just a brainstorm concept. Just brainstorm is that, you know, it's top down view of the factory, right? So it's a square on the screen. You have a logical order of like assembly line. An assembly line takes raw materials, right? And raw materials come from their sources, right? So like sources / deliveries. And those are costs / points that you as the factory manager of the onesie factory are put into your sources deliveries. Time goes by, everything increases a little bit, you get money for your output. No, you know, demand rises and prices go up. Profits go up with production increases as well. Just brainstorming. A lot of this comes around the, you know, not, of course, no AI generated anything for this jam, and just for anything else like this is going to be asset creation and keeping it simple and deciding. So I'm going to just drop think like decisions to be made. There's like the artwork workflow, right? What does it look like? Create this thing. Is a sprite sheet. You know, do I have like sprite sheet? Do I have, you know, a static background, and then I'm gonna put like backgrounds, be more than one that change. One thing I want is like, you know, the visuals, like visually appealing, partially randomized interactive, comma, interactive animation for workers, their like paths, their path and scheduling, like of I go from here to here now at this speed, I go from here to here at this speed, so and forth. I'm gonna even just be like A to B at X speed with X item, and then like plus wait time at task to be done. Actually, I'm like really like that. You know, they start at A, they go to B at a certain speed, and they have a certain amount of an item, and then they end up at, once they're at B, they have like a wait time for something to be done at B, for that task to be done, and then maybe they go to, then they move on to C. And I'm gonna capitalize A to B at X speed with Y item, and I'm just gonna put wait time in all caps, wait time at task to be done, and then next to C, right? And so visually appealing, so this could be a worker, or this could be animation for workers or path, blah blah blah. This could be workers, delivery, vehicles, but then you also have like the idea of conveyor belt, so delivery mechanism. So it's like this whole little awesome factory going on. I don't want to go with the whole thing like you lay out your own factory how you want, which is super cool too, and like you have to connect the pieces to make it all work. Like, this is what you have to start to build. You build the whole factory, not just run it. Nice to have is building. It just involves so much other things, not these static animations and physics. Nice to have is building factory operation from the ground up. That is totally a wish list thing, not building Factorio. That said, I don't know if I want to make this in, I feel like I should use Phaser.js. It just makes sense. And I think I should just, I know there's gonna be something that I want that I don't want to do it like, but the whole thing of vanilla JavaScript, especially with like the placement, like animations of like SVGs and different things, and Phaser offers quite a lot. So I am gonna jump over to the browser real quick and grab Phaser.js CDN libraries, CDN.js, Phaser.min. This one's from, these are from Cloudflare, CDN.js 3.9, 3.90, Phaser Arcade Physics Touch. I wonder if this one has everything, and then if Arcade Physics is different or not. A different library. I'll find out at a different time. But I should be able to copy this URL. Bust open divjot, or the console with divjot, and go to, I'm going to see if this works. If I do import, pop that in, add. Yeah. I got a 200 error or response. And now in console, if I do phaser, there, I have all phaser.js right now in, boom, with IndivJot. Over here in my text editor, I had this little phaser setup at one point. Function log, console.log message, game, new phaser name, and then preload, function create XY, cursors. I was trying to get this piece correct. So it's just this little 45 lines. If I grab this as a starting point, it gives me an idea to start playing with some things. Copy. My personal goal for this jam is to do 1 hour a day for the 13 days, 14 days. And like plan accordingly offline, but like actually work, like plan well enough to like when I jump into like, this is this 1 hour of work, to be able to jump in for an hour of work, 13 days in a row, and complete submission for the game. So here is our canvas in the background, and I don't remember so we create X and Y equals 0, cursors is the input. So if I hit the down key and then I decrease, I have is down and cursors.right is down. I don't know. Wait, cursors.left. Oh, left and right keys. X. Do I ever log else that? That's what I wanted to do. I remember I got sidetracked when doing this. If I just call here log. Oh, that's right. It takes over my space bar because it's doing this else if. Yeah, that was my problem, is that phaser.js was taking over like tab and space bar and things. But if I log X here, hit run again, open the console. There we go. I'm logging phaser here. Oh, and you get web audio stuff built in. If I click, say, the canvas, you zoom out a little bit. I click the canvas and do left arrow, right arrow. Yeah, I'm not getting any like logging from this X. And this, oh, it's because this is only being called on create. So cursors is this dot that. Does update know what cursors is? Function on update. How do I get space in here with that? How do I get to pick up my? It's just not. Phaser.js is taking over my. It's not. It isn't working with GDD. Yeah, this was, and my left and right keys don't work because it's picking it up in context of this canvas. Cursors. Run. This should go. Oh yeah, it's running. It's running. Like, so I'm gonna select all, copy, refresh this because it's gonna nonstop do that. Paste that. Body. Background color. But as I figure this out a little bit more, I won't just use the live. We'll do chew here. GDD 555. I won't be running DivJot like this. I'll have its own game development little custom little controller thing going on here. Zoom this text a little bit. And I want to get, before I hit run on this, get rid of logging of cursors. So this knows what cursors is in here. So what I want to do is pop this if code and log that. Copy. Put this into the update function. Paste. And then I don't want to log X every update. We only log on the left or right key. I'm just kind of seeing how this works real quick from where I left off with learning cursor before. If I click run, I have a console error. Phaser is not defined. Ooh, because I refreshed, and then I got this guy. Copy URL. We're gonna go up to here. And now click run. There's our canvas. I should left. Okay. Hey, I hit the left button. I get an arrow. It's good. X is not defined. Sweet. Log X. Log X. Oh. Because in create. Yeah. Let's do it on update. So you would technically. Oh, they define cursors as the global here. That's why there's no let. I mean, so I guess I can do that. Just, I mean, for now, I would never do it like this. XY equals 0. Run. Clear this. Click. Run again. Yeah. X is not defined from up here. All right, so we are going to go back. We're going to grab. I see the problem is it's going to drive me crazy. I can't use. So as quickly as I can, I'm going to get out of this type of state of working. X is 0, Y is 0. I don't even need Y yet, but I hit run. Clear all this. Run. No error now. Click the canvas. Hit the left button. Hit the right button. No logs. Cursors.left is down. X minus equals 1 log X. Interesting. I don't get an error. All right, so to start this thing off right, it is 6:35. We're gonna jump into GitHub, and I want this stuff here, kind of. I'm gonna do a new VS Code window, and real quick, I'm gonna switch to this screen because I'm gonna pull up my. Oops! I just moved that VS scene screen all around. Phew, it's humid where I'm at. Very hot in the world, but humid where I'm at. It's thunderstorming like crazy. Change directory to. Let's see where I'm at. Where I'm storing stuff at all. So we're doing a new project. Just starting this thing 1 hour a day. List. Where do I want to put this? I did have a streaming. Okay, I do have stuff that's like projects that are just due on stream. List that. Change directory to stream. Is there even anything in there? No. Yeah, I did. I made a. That's where Scene Lab and the 3-minute radio repositories live. Okay, cool. Clear list. I can share this now. So we're starting off a new project, and this is Cow Onesie Factory. No. Cow Furry Onesie Factory. The title that it just got me. I'm finding it. Where's the lie? It's in here. Almost there. Cow Furry Onesie Factory. We are gonna do make directory cow dash furry onesie factory. Cow furry dash onesie factory. Change directory to cow furry onesie factory. This is how we're rolling with this. Then we're going to do touch source. We're going to do make directory source. We're going to touch notes dot text and then license, and we're going to touch dot github dot get ignore as well. And then we're going to change directory to source, and we're going to do we're going to change directory to source, and we're just going to do touch index.html, touch style.css. We're going to do make dir, was it cow furry cow furry onesie factory, CFOF, COFF. We're going to do, I'm not even going to do game and all these subdirectories. I'm just going to do, we have index. I will do touch cow furry dash onesie dash factory .js. I'll do it like that. And so it can be packaged together with Phaser.js and any other thing. We're in source. We're going to make directory assets. And then we are also going to make directory assets slash libs, right? And then we're going to do make directory assets slash art, right? And then we're going to do make directory assets slash sound. And now if I do list on this whole thing, we have assets, we have our Factor.js index and style. And then if I do list assets, we have art libs sound. I'm going to change move assets sound to asset sounds. Keep things plural like that. And this will change as I more and things. We're gonna do get init. Actually, so I don't need the get ignore. Yeah. I can just do get init here. Oh no. I need to change directory to back one. There we go. Almost screwed that up. We're gonna get init that. Go into this view and because I am in the background here, I am making a GitHub repo called the same thing for this. All this little setup out of the way in like 10 minutes. Good. I want to do create new repository. No template. Repository name is cow-furry-1z factory. Description. Game for Pirate Jam 17 2025 Game Jam. I don't need a readme. I don't need any of that stuff. I can add a template for the get ignore. I should do that. This is going to be I I don't know how to license this. I'll do MIT license, I don't care, but there's a better way for do submit this and release it and stuff. I'll edit the license manually later. Actually, no, I'm not going to. I'll just delete. Let me think how that works. Yeah, I don't want to add the license yet because I have the repo. Later, I don't want to add a README. I created it. Oh, initial commit has the license. I never do it like that. I hate to go back. And undo this. Yeah, I'm just going to settings, go to the bottom, danger zone, delete. I want to delete this. I understand the effects. Type in the stuff. Cow dash. Furry dash. You know what? And I realized something else. And actually, I'm not going to do it like that. I was going to make this under 3 Minute Radio has a GitHub org account. But then I have to add access keys and things that I'm not set up with as well yet. So, and now I have to confirm my access. So we're going to work locally on with our Git repo, and I will set it up as a remote repo under the 3 Minute Radio for tonight or tomorrow. Switch back to display here. So what do we need to have going here? Switch to this screen. I'm going to open folder and find the project I just created. And voila, we have a project with nothing in it. Source, index.html. I can do exclamation doc type, and then tab. It'll autocomplete for me. Come on, please. Doc type. That's right. My stuff is set to think. It thinks it's a Django template. I have to change that default. Yeah, auto detect. Configure file association for HTML. It's set as the Django template. We're gonna mark the file as HTML, obviously. And now I can do doc type autocomplete for me. I guess not. So something I know I am gonna use for CSS is Pico.js. I'm gonna use Phaser and Pico CSS. Yes. Get started. It just gives you some nice default not boilerplate even, CSS reset stuff. Get started. Install manually with this. We can download it. Open link in new tab. Boom, it downloads it. I'm gonna just drop it. I'm gonna find let me hide my file structure here. I'm gonna drop this straight into the project. Start off. Almost there. Stream. Cow Furry Onesie Factory. Source. Assets. Libs. Pico main. Why is it saving it as a zip file? Is it pointing to that? Yeah, I'll worry about it here in a second. Yeah, I'm just curious. Now if I pull up change directory into source, assets, libs, list. It is a zip file. Well, let me share this screen again. File Explorer up in a second. Let me find this again. Pico main has Pico main in it. Oh, it's like the entire thing. I really only, oh, so you can like only, you can bring in just like little pieces of it. I just downloaded like the entire thing. It's not really what I want. So we're just gonna click that. Pico libs, Pico main. That's done. So now we have in here assets, libs, Pico main. I can delete, I'm going to delete the zip file. Yes, stupid Windows. It has like this entire repo, but then there's like scripts, build themes.js, CSS. Here we go. Pico classless. But in their example, they just say download it and link CSS pico.min in the head of your thing. So copy that, find the CSS directory, which it was, oh, it's just there, Pico main in there. And then usage from the CDN is just that. Or use npm. I don't want to use npm for this. We're doing no build with this. Use Composer. Starter HTML template is here. Do they have, yeah, the links like that? This is what I wanted. That, boom, paste. Hey, we have our one page game already. My mouth is screwing up. Let me take a quick look over here. It is not called Hello World. It is Cow Furry Onesie Factory. COW Onesie Factory. That in. Boom. As the top there. Boom. Boom. Save. I do want to look at some Google fonts. Like a right away. Even I want to get this whole feel of oh, was I not showing the whole thing I just did there when in the code? No, it wasn't. Okay, so we are going to do this. Google Fonts. Browse fonts. We got Pico.js. We're going to pull in Phaser.js now next, and then we're going to find a font for font collection for a game. Microma. And so you can search like fun, right? Just fun. Enter. Funnel display, funnel sans, fun. Language, writing system. Okay. Different writing systems. Calm, business, playful. That's what I want. Playful. Delete the fun keyword. Here we go. I like Beresito. Everyone has the right of freedom of thought. The whole theme does have, the theme of the game jam is only one. So this whole onesie cow factory has this, like, you know, it's inspired by the onesie the hip hop artist wore on his viral video. Ooh, Rubik Moon Rocks, Rubik Distressed, Rubik Gemstones, Moolah La. Looks, Moolah La it is. Moolah La, M-O-O, it's the cow font. So there we go. We're using Moolah La. language Latin, and then regular 400, or you can do, I kind of like regular 400 at 36 pixels at 48 pixels. So that's what I can adjust like how close CSS, just how close the letter spacing is. It's a little messy to me. Download 3 Chelsea Market Cherry Bomb. Oh, 3 font families selected. No, I just want this one. These are from something else I had used Google Fonts for. So download this one. Moolala. Oh, wait. I'll save that within libs. I don't know how to use it. I see how to use. Yeah, how to use all. I don't know. I remember off the top of my head how to use it, like immediately with the file that like the font that I download. But so embed the code in your HTML. Copy that. Head of our HTML. We have our style sheet here. We're gonna do this. I like having title. Hold on. I don't like how this is done. Their example. There's that. We're gonna bust a little comment here. Moolala font. And then I want to have title cut, bam, 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 there. And then link relation, have my style sheet after my font. And bam, bam. There's that style sheet, Pico min.js. And then the other is link enter style.css. All right, we have that. For fun, real quick, not for fun, but we're gonna do in here body background dash color. Light green. We got cows out in the pasture. Don't tell anyone. They're designer onesies from the rapper onesie. So we did that, and then our Moolala CSS class goes in our CSS file here. Boom. Boom. Moolala regular. There you go. And I'm going to copy this class name, copy, back to HTML file. Here is our H1 here. Class equals. Yeah. I would give this an ID or whatever. I'm not doing that right now. Get rid of this dot. Save. I'm going to use, let me bust out another terminal tab here. Change directory. I don't need to go back one. I'm gonna do Python, the built-in HTTP.server 3002. I think that's how this works. It's, yeah, no such file directory. Oh, Python source. That's right. Source. Nothing at, can't find main module, and oh, Python-m source. Alright, so change directory to source. Python-m HTTP server. I don't know what the arguments are, but I know that'll work. So now I can bust out over to here. I'm done with Google Docs. Moolala. Yeah. Localhost 3002. There we go. I said, whoa, Cow Furry Onesie Factory. We're gonna give this an ID. H1. Yeah, I'd still be writing my design document, even though it's very important to have that. H1 is logo title. Save that. Jump to here. Hash logo dash title. Now, I don't use Tailwind, by the way. Logo title. Font. Size. 5M. Text align. Centered. Enter. It has a letter spacing of 0.2M. I think it's going to be something I want there about. And we're just going to see what this looks like. Hard refresh. Cow Furry Onesie Factory. Color is if I do 000, right? You're gonna get this like army effect. So camo. Yep. There we go. Cow Furry Onesie Factory, baby. We're gonna do 8M on this. Save. Back over. Cow Furry Onesie. If I were to scale this down, it flows decent. Where you got other Cow Furry Onesie, Cow Furry like that, Cow Furry Onesie Factory, you know, mobile first, whatever. This game jam browser. Landing page, splash page, done, except for art and things. Put a button here, start, you know. And then you have this idea of storylines starting, the different like software features that are needed for doing that. What's the story about Onesie the rapper? All these things start coming up. So it's like in 30 minutes we have a landing page with things. So we want to bring in and let's find out if Pico is. Let's add a button. So main class container is here. I want to add within this main container a header element. Grab my H1 line, tab over to that. Let me change this. Spaces 4? Yeah, spaces 4. I don't know why. There we go. I like 4 spaces in HTML. There we go. Bam. Bam. Close my side navigation. And we have a header there, and then our main container here. Underneath our header, then we're just going to do button. PLAY. We are also going to give this a class equal Moolala regular. Copy. Paste. And the Pico.js library should style this button. It's very small down there. It should style it halfway decent for us in a way. And I really don't want to have to give this its own little huge class here. We'll put this in the header element, save that, and then in the style CSS, we're going to do under logo title. Here, yeah, we'll do it here. Oh, since the button's under it, I like doing things a little bit how they flow, even though it doesn't matter. Header with a button in it. Oh my gosh, I forgot how to do this. Like that, header button. How do you do that in CSS? I forget. Yeah. not after like this, right? No. Oh my gosh. It is a header with the button. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I don't remember that. But we're gonna do font size. Here, this is what I want. Is really, I'm not trying to style that button right second, so I'll figure that out. But just in header, we can do this 0.8 M everywhere. And for now, I'm just gonna comment out that one. Oh, so it doubled it. Yeah, there's my button's still small. Calvary one factory. There's a lot to it. Button. And we're going to text align this back in as well. And okay, you get rid of this text align thinner. You do header. Text align thinner. Font size 8. Bam, ba-dam, ba-dam. Save. Am I zoomed in? Yeah. And why is my button up? Anyhow, I want to look at the styles on this. I all I care about right now is Pico being loaded. How do I have console here? It can't find a favicon, and it can't find pico.min.css. There we go. That's what I wanted to find out. Is pico.min.css actually in asset lib? No. Libs Pico main. Assets libs Pico-main /CSS. Can't find assets libs Pico-main /CSS .min. So I'm jumping back to here. So it is assets libs Pico-main CSS Pico.min.css. Which, I mean, it's obviously going to be here. Slash in front of assets there. See what's up with this. Boom. Still can't find it. Serve an index from there that's relative to assets lib Pico-main CSS. File not found. All right. Source relative to index. I mean, I'm gonna do a dot slash here. Yeah, there you go. Assets libs Pico-main. Oh, it's like doubled up. Pico-main. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Jump over to here. Clear this. We are already in assets /libs. Move. We're gonna move Pico-main back. Not one. It's gonna be the same. Back 2 directories. Back 3 directories. And if we switch back, change directory back, list. We now have Change directory to assets. List. Change directory to lib. I just messed this up. There's Pico main within libs. Where's Pico main? Nothing in it. Where did I move Pico main to? The other one. Oh, it's outside of, it's next to source. Okay, so that's what I want. So we're gonna remove, never do this, Pico main from here. Remove, of course, Pico main. Then we're gonna move back 1, back 2, Pico main, back 3, PI, Pico main, 2, / Pico, or just / So we are now in source assets libs, list, and list, Pico main. That's what I want. So now this, save, jump over to here, refresh. Still not found? Pico main. It's looking for assets libs, Pico main again. Why? Assets libs, Pico. Oh, because I changed it here. It's just Pico main, DSS, Pico dot min. DSS, save, switch over, eat your heart out, auto. So Pico is loading. It gives us this little, our default little, their button style. And a 20 footer. We're gonna do, for that, we're gonna do a little bit of body up here. Minimum height 100% or VH. Save, bam, bam. There, we got a full screen again. Here's a little play button. And then header font color is same thing here, just color for logo title. Bust that out of there, and then header also gets our color of that. Everything's centered, the font size is big, just a little bit more spacing on our title. Bam, bam. And bam, bam, bam. Save. So we're going right to the main with a, well, it's on master branch. You do get branch dash capital M main. Now we're on our main branch. Make it the default. Get status. We got our get ignore, our new license is empty, notes.txt, all this stuff. I'm gonna change directory to back. I'm in the main root of it, and I'm gonna remove the license file, and I'm gonna remove. I'll do the get ignore also from GitHub. Remove ls. Whoop. Notes and then source. List all that are hidden. So there is a get ignore. Remove dot get ignore. Get status. Get add everything. Actually, I'm going to do something with note stuff. Text. Say game dev notes and work log. Save. One thing there isn't is a readme. Touch readme dot markdown. Read them. Ever misspell readme and get read them? Touch readme dot markdown. We're jumping up to markdown file. We're just gonna do here. Cow furry. Onesie. I'll hate myself if I end up wanting to respell that onesie. Factory for the Pirate Jam 17 2025 Game Jam. Using Phaser JF, using Vanilla JF, Phaser JF, Pico CSS, and who knows yet. Save, get add all. What a heck of an initial commit. Yeah. Setup, files, add Pico and Phaser. I didn't even add Phaser.js, did I? Whatever. Save, or not save, but I'm just gonna go ahead and make that commit. I think VS Code might be freaking out on me. So last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add Phaser.js. Is where was that CDN one? Here we go. Copy that. I don't know if it's supposed to go at the top or the bottom. This one I'm just gonna plop at the top. Script source equal bam bam. And actually, let's get something on the page on this JavaScript file. This is where we jump over to our div job. I'm gonna select all that, copy that. That little setup for Phaser, just loads Phaser, a couple of its functions into here. Bam. Now I can clean this crap up, just get rid of these stupid logs. I don't care about any of this right now. Just we have our update. Some examples I had in there, like in the doc, just rid of X and Y. X is minus 1. This is going to throw an error when it tries to run update. We're just going to say let X equals 0 here. Save. We're jumping to, where is our local host? There we go. Refresh. Oh, we lost our CSS with the dark. And 404 not found just for favicon. Why did we lose our color or header? Color gets this. The only difference is just, yeah, I had it in logo title, and logo title is within header. What is going on there? Quick sanity check on that, but quick sanity check on this, because is the font doing something? Is Moolala? No. Save. There we go. We have that, but we don't have then our button font color as well. Does nested CSX work without anything? All with special. Now I read that it does, and that was not correct. 000. That's somewhere. Yeah, it did. Okay. Wait, our font. That is not our 8M that we had. Like if I bust an 8M in here, copy under title. Like that's what we wanted. Is the header element just not being... I have a typo? I don't know. Anyhow, that's Cow Furry Onesie Factory. Day 1 start 7:18 p.m. I'm checking my phone. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. Is day 1 of Pirate Software Game Jam 17 2025. 13 days, 13 hours left. I do want to look at the typography stuff with Pico. I think Pico might be screwing with my CSS a little bit. Conditional styling is a thing they have. With that, use Pico with that parent selector .pico. Oh, so you can you can selectively choose to use Pico or not within your, but then different sections of your page. Very cool. There I go yelling. Cowie Onesie Free. Cow Furry Onesie Factory. Wow. I want the letters all move a little bit or something. Oh, what did we do? We were dropping this. We dropped this in our JavaScript file. We never loaded it. We never loaded this file in here. We're gonna drop to the bottom. We're gonna do script defer source equals assets. What did I put it, it's not even that, it's just our main game JavaScript file. There we go. Save. For sanity, we're going to drop a little. Here, we define log right there. I'm going to do log. Welcome to Cow Furry Onesie Factory Mayhem. Boom, boom, boom. Save. 1 exclamation point is enough. And over here, bam, bam. See if our script loaded. Hard refresh. All right. It gets deferred. Is it logging before the page load? Script sort. Oh, I didn't even close this script tag. Broken HTML. There we go. Welcome to Cow Furry Onesie Factory Mayhem. Right there. Only one is the Game Jam. I do want to make this button not blue. Let's do that. We're gonna do background color none. We are on our button, right? Yeah. Let me zoom out all the way on here. Background none. And we're gonna do border solid 10 pixels. Yeah. So I want background none, border solid 10 pixels. and some major fontage going on this button. So we have header. This nested thing does work automatically now. You don't even need SCS or less or the others. The color here, that, and it is border solid 10 pixels. It already has a radius on it from Pico. Box shadow 0 pixels, 0 pixels, 10 pixels, number FFF. I have no idea what it looks like with this button. Oh, I didn't do, I can see the white border shadow or box shadow. But we need background none. Done. None. Yeah. And the background could be, let's see. Where's my button? Right here. Right here, background instead of none. GDD. Brown. I'm gonna flip through some colors here. I just want to get a feel for little light blue. I like the weird dark green. Medium blue. Midnight blue shows up with red. Oh no, I'm on rosy brown. We're gonna use this rosy brown color for stuff. I like using, instead of the hex colors, I like using the names. I always have, but I wouldn't do that in a professional shared code project. Background rosy brown, and then we're gonna bust out some font size on this. Font size is like 3M. I didn't get that right. Nope. Font. Save. Bam. There we go. And here is our canvas, our game canvas down here that loaded. It's like play area, front page, play, canvas load, game starts, story time, music start. Shit. I'm gonna put a little plug in at the very bottom of the page. All the way down here. Footer. App copy. Yeah, app copy. 2025. Action 492. Or I'm doing it. I'll put links and crap later. And it's not on Twitch anyways. It's not really cool. I wouldn't put it. I'm not a game dev. This is where you put stuff with the credits or things like that. But then in our CSS footer, we got specific things. We got header, footer, fodder, FOO, footer. We have display, position fixed, bottom, 30 pixels from the bottom. And font, family, courier, new courier or monospace. There we go. So we got our little copy down here. And it does not need to be that high from the bottom. If you do 0, does it? I was thinking 0 would be the top, but no, it's okay. It's ordered on there. And we're gonna do a little bit of. You wouldn't be able to see it very well if it wasn't over this flat canvas. So we need to do footer color with rosy as well for now. You can't see it at all, can you? Or I screwed it up. Yeah, and that's a semicolon. There we go. We got our little thing. Got our nice little rosy brown, our light green, our cow furry onesie factory backdrop. I'm super pumped. This is Haxer 492 with 3-Minute Radio. Check out our 3-Minute Radio channel. It's streaming on there as well. And we do a morning squirrel little segment show. It has 10 little 3-minute segments on different things. It's fun. We do afternoon delight lunch and learn. And a few times a week we do this afternoon tonight's what I call a backstage show. So there is software and tech tools and tech things that will be streaming for sort of backstage, and the software game development channels or category on Twitch, and then the 3-Minute Radio, our normal show segments, will be under talk shows and podcasts. We are only 3 weeks into doing our 3-Minute Radio show. It's a concept we've had around for a long time, and just jumping into it. It's our 3rd week. We're super excited. People out there looking back, finding this in the future, and like, wow, this is where they got, started doing the show. So go find us on the Twitters and things like that, and we'll keep on getting all of our stuff, all the stuff out there every day, and improving our socials, and then the streams, the interactivity of them, and cool, fun, collaborative things we have going on. Guest hosts and also guest interviews, doing a bunch of things here at 3-Minute Radio. So from the 87th floor of 3-Minute Radio Studios, it's a fun afternoon tonight. Started off Game Jam, Pirate Jam number 17, 2025. Started off strong with an HTML file, Vanilla.js, got Pico CSS in there, and got Phaser.js loaded. Actually, I still didn't get Phaser.js loaded in just from the CDN link. Oh yes, I did. Of course, I did get that. So, but made a little splash landing page with a play button that didn't do anything. Got some basic design decisions out of the way, like, hey, sure, light green, hey, rosy red, boom. And all we have is a description on our game design document. I'll be filling out the rest of our document in the next 2-3 days to really define the mechanics and the game features, other than the backstory and things, from a technical implementation standpoint. I'm just happy to have got a page up, swimming it with just quick boom refresh, local. Honestly, I really love it so much I don't even know how far deep into the weeds I want to go with Phaser.js on this one. I know it needs canvas. I know it needs. This crazy part of me wants to use all HTML and JavaScript, and just a bunch of divs on the screen, a box that's the game, and within there you have your set factory assets. You increase, and I might not use Phaser.js. I think the biggest hurdle is going to be not hurdle, but sound, and getting our sound and like interactive and good, and then these paths that all the the generative like characters, the workers all take the delivery, come in and take, and then just building this inventory system and what that looks like as an idle game. And then, you know, you have market conditions for the demands of these onesies. How do you win? You just level up so much, you get bought out until you get bought out, and then the next person goes under because the cow furry onesie demand, the fad goes away, and you end up going to, you know, your next venture, and whoever got kind of left in the dust. And at the end of the game, there's like, you can't give away cow furry onesies to the public anymore. So I'll keep that in mind. Haxer 492 though, fun quick little backstage session for 3-minute radio, and doing, I wouldn't even call it coding, but a little bit of setup. Made first commit on the repo, first day of the game jam. Not even, we're about 3-4 hours in. So tomorrow's Friday. We'll be here for the morning squirrel and afternoon delight lunch and learn tomorrow. Don't know what we're going to talk about yet for lunch and learn. It'll be something good. That's the promise. And we'll keep working on our crazy co-host, Ray, through our PhD level prompt engineering skills. All right.